400 individual medley, and now it's time for the relays. We have two relays coming up here. Heats of the women's 4x1 freestyle, and later on the men's 4x1 freestyle as well to complete the program. And we have the start list for the first of our heats here. First of two heats for the women. Denmark, Hungary, Sweden, Canada, China, Italy, South Africa, Ireland, Hong Kong all represented. Second heat we're going to see teams like the United States and Australia, the Netherlands, France, Great Britain.
Yeah, in this one we've got Maggie McNeil leading off the Canadian team. Taylor Ruck will feature. Yang Zhuzhan leading off China as well. There in the purple, lanes 4 and 5.
Away we go in the first of the heats here, and we've got Sweden through Sjöström in lane number 3. Canada, Maggie McNeil in lane 4. Yang of China, and Tarantino there of Italy. South Africa led off by Canny.
Yeah, can't forget Sarah Sjöström in the water as well, the world record holder in the individual 100 freestyle. Not swimming that event here in Fukuoka, well and truly at the back end of her career and specialising in the 50s. So she will still want to get the Swedish team out to a lead. Sjöström there in 3, big turn from McNeil. We'll see how McNeil holds up through the back half of this freestyle event. Sjöström looking strong. Now these relays are important because it's especially in the heats, because we get to see everybody have a first swim at the World Championships. We get to see a lot of people that haven't raced an individual event blow out the cobwebs and get a shot at diving in the competition pool and racing here in Fukuoka. 52.8 for Sjöström, Sweden in front.
Yes, and it's now Michelle Coleman in the water for Sweden. In second place, it'll be Canada with Mary-Sophie Haughey, her second swim of the day. And in third place for China, in the water at the moment for China, it's Young Han. Italy have Coccinelli in the water, swimming the second lead.
Yeah, also down there in 9 is Siobhan Haughey from Hong Kong, diving in and getting a free swim here before she warms up for her individual 200. She's truly world class, but Sweden out in front. Coleman, the veteran, just getting clean water after that lead from Sjöström. This is what the Swedish team like to do. Lead off with their big guns, get out in front, and then hand it over to some of their younger swimmers out in front and in clean water to try and put together their best swims and maintain that lead. So Sweden with the lead. What's that lead? It's 1.67 seconds.
Yes, so Sweden have had Sjöström and Coleman. It's now Juvenik and Asted will bring them home, and they're leading now by around a body length and a half. In second place in lane number 4, the Canadians, with Savard swimming the third leg, and alongside her for China swimming the third leg there, it's Yu Ming-Hei. So it's Sweden in front from Canada and China.
Yeah, Juvenik's been on a few relay teams at this level before. She'll be composed and get her best swim. She'll hand off to Asted, who we haven't seen race at this level. So the Swedish team starting to come back into the field a little bit now. Katrin Savard from Canada with a strong third leg. She'll hand off to Taylor Ruck. And the Chinese team there in third in those purple caps, with Zhu swimming well through the back half of this.
At the 300-metre mark in heat 1 of 2 here for the women's 4x1 freestyle relay. Now things are going to get very interesting. Sweden with Asted swimming the last leg, but they're being challenged now by Canada with Taylor Ruck, and also in lane number 5 it's Wu of China who is bringing them home hard. It's Marini of Italy in 4th place at the moment. It's still Sweden, but only just over Canada.
Yeah, with just 2 heats in these relays, it's assumed that the top 4 from each heat should make the final, but you to be sure, especially in the first heat, you want to be first or second. So the places will be important here. Good 3-way battle happening. Ruck made a move, but starting to fade a little bit. It looks like China with Wu that's edging clear and fighting strong is the Swedish team.
So Sweden, China. If anyone's going to beat Sweden, it's China. I think Sweden will hang on. No, they don't. China over Sweden, then Canada, followed by Italy. Wow, that was very good swimming between those top three in particular, and not too far back, Italy. Great racing. It was all a matter of getting a time on the board for these top teams to make sure they go through to the final. 3:36.26 for the quartet from China, who got there just in time.
Yes, well-timed swim there for the Chinese team. They are the Olympic champions in the 4x200 freestyle relay. And they do have a bunch of sprinters and swimmers that can cross over between the 100 and 200 freestyle. So good swim there. Look at the early lead. That's Coleman there after Sostrom just opened up the field. 52.8 lead off for Sostrom. That was the fastest swim of the heat, well, off the flat start. Siobhan Haughey with a 52.5 second split for Hong Kong. That was a positive swim there for Haughey. Hong Kong back in fifth. They won't be a player in the relay, but watch for Haughey in the individual events. And Taylor Ruck there in the middle. Good to see Taylor Ruck back racing internationally after her ups and downs. 54.1 second split. But the top three countries there should safely move through to the final.
Little between the times there, 3/100ths of a second separating first and second, and another 1/10 of a second back to third.